All right, what's up, you guys? I had a small red day today, lost around 490 in five accounts. And honestly, I'm not really that upset about it because I was just thinking about the fact that in a couple of years, I'm going to have to be fine with taking a $10,000 loss in one trade. So it's just like I know my future me is going to be laughing at this video because it's such a small loss, just like, compared to the future. But definitely a little fooled. I definitely got April fooled today by the markets. And it's funny because I knew the markets were choppy. Yeah, I still decided to trade them. And every time the market is choppy and I tell myself, I probably shouldn't trade this and I do trade it, I regret it. But it's not like I took a stupid trade. I was patient for the trade, but I just feel like it was unnecessary to trade today. But, lesson learned for next time. I'm not really crying about it. And I know there's going to be some comments that say, oh, you should have done this. Why did you take that so? You could have done that. Trust me, I should have, could have, would have done a lot of things. But I can't go back and change that. I can only change what's to come, right? I can only change the future. So these are the two trades that I took, and up here is a trade that I should have taken. But either way, I don't think I would have taken this trade because it's kind of outside of my trading time. But anyways, let's get to this, okay? Waited for the first 15 minutes, and I kind of do the orb strategy. If you don't know the orb strategy, it's just a opening range breakout of the 15-minute time frame. So that's what this is, these yellow lines. Okay, my gray zones. Looking back at this, I really shouldn't have had this gray zone here. But what this gray zone is, it's not your usual supply zone that I draw. This zone down here, it was a zone. It got chopped through, which I normally don't draw zones like this if it gets chopped through like this. But in my mind, I was like, let me look for a zone down here. And I really like this one because it seemed kind of accurate. We broke through it and then it was rejecting it. So I was like, okay, yeah, I like this zone. I should never have drawn this zone because of this reason. It got chopped through. It's invalid. But but nothing. I can't even change it. That's the zone that I was looking at, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately. Uh it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at this, okay? So boom, right? I was gonna wait for a 5 minute candle to close because market was choppy and slow. Okay, so after this 10 a.m. candle, there was 10 a.m. news. I saw a push down and I was like, okay, 10 a.m. usually kind of gives us direction, and we were pushing down. So I was like, okay, period. We're most likely going to continue to push down at least to this area down here, which is a 45-minute demand zone, which we never even touched. We hit this white line that I have here, which is a 1 hour resistance, right? Or yeah, resistance that turned into support to the tick. Like, damn, that's crazy. But oh my gosh, I haven't even explained the trade. Okay, sorry, I'm like getting sidetracked here. But yeah, basically, I saw a 1 minute candle close outside of the range, and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna continue at least to this 45-minute zone. Plus, I had seen a 5 minute candle close below the zone. Where is it? Yeah, okay, right here. This one. So I was like, okay, period. We're gonna definitely continue going down. And I got faked out, of course. Not surprised because if you go up here, we've gotten faked out to the upside. So why not get faked out to the downside? And it's funny because when market was around this area, I told the chat, I was like, yo, like, mad people getting April fooled. And I got April fooled, bro. My gosh. But Yeah, took a sell here, immediately got stopped out, which is very unfortunate. But either way, if I had a wider stop loss, I still eventually would have gotten stopped out. So nothing I could have done there. Then, I was okay. I was like, okay, boom. I still think shorts are gonna come in at least to this 45-minute zone. So once I see a break of, let me draw it, a break of this area right here, I'm gonna take a short again, and that's exactly what I did, right? And it was going good at first. Bro, when this pushed down, I was so happy. I got way too excited. I was like, oh yeah, like TP's gonna hit, and it didn't. But what I could have done to avoid this second loss was once it hit this white line, I could have broken even. I didn't break even though because I hadn't hit a 1-to-1. I was just about to hit a 1-to-1 and I was going to break even. But yeah, could have done a lot differently. And then after this, I was like, okay, let me walk away. Let me go for a walk. And I was looking at my phone, and at the time, we had pushed to my zone that I originally wanted to take a trade off of, which was this 1 hour supply zone right here. You see that? Beautiful 1 hour. It's crazy because when I drew this 1 hour, I was like, yeah, I love this 1 hour. Like, this is my bread and butter. If you don't know, 1 hour supply zones and demand zones are my favorite zones to take trades off of. And while I was in the walk, I saw this 5 minute candle close above the 50% line, and I was like, okay, let me just place this little thing here. It's not like I actually got in a trade. It was just like a trade idea for myself. Does anyone else do that? Like when they peep their phone, they place like oh, I think it's gonna go here, but you're not actually in a trade. That's what I did. And I was like, yeah, it's most likely gonna hit this white line up here, which was almost 500 ticks. This was the trade that I should have taken, but like I said, as a trader on your losing days, you're always going to be in your head about, oh, I could have done this, I should have done that. But at the end of the day, you can't change the past, you can only change the future. So take it as a lesson, take your loss, and walk away. It's fine. It's not the end of the day. If your risk was managed, you have nothing to worry about. If you followed your rules, you have nothing to worry about. So keep it that way. Anyways, yeah. Also, the best thing to do after taking a loss like this is to either walk outside, go to the gym, or go on about your day. Don't stay lingering around the charts. It's not good for you because then you're going to be like, oh, this is a good setup. Let me take this. Let me make my money back. Once you think you can make your money back, you're not going to make it back. If you do make it back, remember, you should never have that money in the first place because you didn't follow your rules. That's just it. But yeah, this was kind of a rant video. I hope you guys learned something out of it. I think for me, I kind of just learned that if I see the first 30 minutes like this, walk away. And for me, like I was so close to walking away, but I saw a mid setup and I took it, right? So the next time, if I see a mid setup and it's not A plus, I'm not taking it. I only want to take A plus setups, right? And for me, A plus setups are taking trades off of bigger time frame supply and demand zones. Like this one up here, this 1 hour zone. Beautiful reaction off of it. And then down here, which was the other trade I was kind of looking for, was this 45-minute. But this zone right here, it should have never even been there, which kind of upsets me because it's like I was kind of forcing a zone. But it's fine. I understand why I had it there in the first place. It is gonna happen. So, anyways, I love you guys. I want to thank you for all the support that you guys continue to give me. And yeah, if you want to trade live with me or have a one-on-one with me, link below. You guys already know. And thank you for watching.